What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Presented by Scott Credit Union. Yours.
BlueNote fan report. Hey, how's it going? Technical difficulties. What's new? Oh, welcome to the BlueNote fan report. I am God, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I am your host on a game day live reaction show. If you haven't been with me before, what we do is we watch the game with you. We listen to your comments. We comment on what we see. It's a lot of fun. A little bit of news to get to today. Two things happened, and they happened because of each other. The first one that happened actually happened over the weekend. Dylan Holloway left practice with very little weight. There was an update today that he has a low or a high ankle sprain and will be reevaluated in 6 weeks. If it is just a high ankle sprain, there's a problem. I'd say there's a good chance he is back before 6 weeks, way before 6 weeks. If it is something else, then he is out for 6 weeks. We will see what happens. Justin tripped over his Burger King skate. Shake. We will see what happens with that. The other thing, Parsons and Mahomes both tore their ACLs. Bad week for injury. Yeah, the injury bug, man. Go away, go away, go away. Go away, go away, go away. Hey, to the 12 people on the BlueNote fan report on YouTube, thank you. We love you. Don't forget to put a thumb up in the air. Give me them likes. I love it. For the 4 people watching on Guy Mensing on Facebook and the BlueNote fan report on Facebook, thank you. Put that thumb in the air. Let me know you like us. Let me know that you're having fun, and let's have some good fun. When are you going to put your blades on and help out? If I'm on the ice, we're getting the last. We're the number one in the lotto, right? And our luck, we won't get picked number one. Depends on what grade of sprain. That is true, but I would think 6 weeks for a sprain is kind of out there, right? Torpedo returning after the scalding burns to his legs. He has not said exactly what happened. Kind of backed off on it. That's fine. I get it. No issue. We like to see him back. He's going to help out. I don't think he'll be on the 4th line. I think he's going to move up. I have not seen the lineups. I haven't had a chance to look at it. I have, personal thing. My daughter is coming in on Christmas Day, my oldest, and we're getting the house ready. I live in a very small 3-bedroom apartment. We haven't had a guest stay here ever in the couple of years I've been living here. And the room that we're staying in, yeah, I guess it could. You know what, Jason? I put you in net and everything's going in. I don't think you make a stop. I don't think you make one stop, bud. I'm sorry. I don't think you make one stop at all. Oh, Is he here? Is it? Is it? I heard a beep. I heard a beep. I heard a beep, 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 beep. Maybe, I don't know. The Holloway being out for 6 weeks hurts. But something else came back. What came out of this was Otto Steinberg got his call up. He will probably get a rookie lap, I'd say, against Winnipeg or the Rangers. And I look forward to that. I really do. I look forward to seeing them on one of those. Where are we at here? It's going good, man. Ted Dieterman, Aaron Nels, John Hefner, Jason Nichols. Thank you for tucking here. So Thomas is centering Bushnavis and Neighbors. Good first line. Shen with Fabry and Joseph. This is where I'm going. Yeah, this is at this point you're going, huh? That's a second line? Yeah. Most teams, that'd be a fourth line. Then third line, Dvorsky with McGing and Suter. Not a bad line. McGing is older and he's showing some promise, getting that chance. And then Sundquist is going to center Luff and Torpo on the fourth line. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. I can be a right winger or a left winger or a center. Just thumbs up when you're good. Yeah, Tad, we got you, man. Okay, so let's welcome our co-host, our friend, our bud, our pal, Justin Scott. Hey, Justin, how you doing, buddy?
All right, I'm doing fine. How about you?
Not bad. Everything okay, man?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I just I was running a little bit behind, but I'm good now. So
no issues, man. Just want to make sure everything's okay and you're good. Jason Nichols says, "Watch the run, the young guns run." I said this a few seasons ago. LOL. Well, I mean, this is. And I kind of talked about it before, this season, next season is where these guys should have hit that. It's time, the first round, the 3 first-round picks, right? I mean, I could see there's one more, and I forget what his name is, the defenseman. I could see him not coming out so quick. Who is out? This should take us to puck drop.
go.
Chalky says, damn, Alpha probably thinks they're getting called up. It couldn't hurt. The Alpha guys couldn't hurt. And he's talking about the Warriors hockey. Alpha is the top level team, the guys that really, really know how to play hockey and that can skate well. And, I know that I don't know if he's still a goalie for Alpha, but I know the goalie for Alpha has played against the alumni, right? Like he's been a goalie for the alumni and some other things. Justin Scott, Guy Benson doesn't think I can stop pucks. Laugh me either. It is what it is. The injuries are injuries. They happen. I don't know what to say. It's just one of them things. The only thing what concerns me about the injuries is that it now gives these guys an excuse for piss poor play.
I mean, yeah, it does. I mean, it does, but it's also. I also look at this, and it's a hard task to overcome because, this Bush team is. You're missing. The only other key pieces you're really missing. Would be a Robert Thomas going out. I mean, that would just be detrimental. And then you're really looking at a just demoralized team right now. I mean, and the lineup that you have right now. I mean, it's not NHL. I mean, it's not NHL ready completely. Like it really isn't. I mean, there's a few bright spots in there, but you're missing three key guys that can play in your top 6. That's a massive blow. I mean, Holloway, Kyrou, and Snuggerud. Snuggerud can play in that top 6 minutes too. I mean, I know they were having him down, on the third line, but I think that having him playing with Robert Thomas has done him some well. So that's 3 guys right there that can play in your top 6.
Yeah. I mean, there's one player getting top 6 minutes that I look at and I go, you know what? The dude's earned it. He's not a top 6 player, but he's earned it. And I think you're going to agree with me because you've been touting this player all year, and it's Joseph. I don't have a problem with Joseph getting second line minutes, right?
No, I mean, and he was playing well with Holloway. You know, they Joseph is a guy that kind of showed up more so out of nowhere. Like most people just thought that he was just going to be there. He was just going to be in the lineup. He wasn't really going to play that much of an impact. But the way that he's stepped up this year has really helped the Blues out because if a guy like Joseph doesn't step up, I think the Blues are probably even worse off than what they are right now.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, he needed to. We needed that. You look at the lineup, you just go down the lineup and you're just, I mean, you shake your head. How are we going to, you know, maybe it's too early to ask this question, but I think it needs to be asked. And you're probably going to want to jump through the screen and choke the living shit out of me for asking it. But now do you consider this a lost season?
I would say the injuries, these injuries are pretty massive. I mean, this is your future. This is the core that you've been building around. So the hits that this has taken is pretty massive. The Blues have dealt with injuries before. This isn't the first time the Blues have been injury prone and overcome it. But this is adversity. This kind of lumps in with the whole adversity that they've been dealing with about the adversity of like closing out games or being consistent. Like they've struggled to do that. The question is will this team dig in and will the players that you don't expect to step up, or are they going to fall off and it's not going to matter? Like for me, I'm not worried about our top line. I think our top line has been very consistent. These, for the past games, even in the losses, I think that they've been very noticeable. Thomas has been noticeable. Bush has been noticeable, and Neighbors has been noticeable. But in the long run, will having Kyrou and Holloway and Snuggerud and Walker, is that going to catch up to them eventually? Because as of right now, I don't think it's caught up to them. I think relatively they've played decent enough hockey, outside of, the Nashville game where I'm like, yeah, it sucks that, these players are out, but I mean, they're not in a terrible spot. I mean, you win tonight and say you beat Winnipeg, you jumped up a lot in that Central Division. I mean, you jumped up a lot because the Blues are only 3 points out of the wild card right now.
I actually haven't looked at the standings in a while. I'll look at them here real quick.
I think it was that. I could be wrong, but I thought it was 3 points. I think they were 3 points out or somewhere close.
4 points.
Because tonight. Okay, so tonight would be huge though, because if they beat Nashville, they would jump. Depending on, I don't know who else is playing, they would jump Winnipeg. I think there's another team that's tied with Winnipeg, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they would jump the Blackhawks, and then the Mammoths are tied. Mammoths are tied with the Sharks for the wild card spot, both at 35 points. Let's see here real quick. All right, we'll go to the games. Let's see. Does Winnipeg play tonight? I don't think they do. Let me click on the right button here. I'm being buttons today. Things aren't working the way we want. Okay, so the Jets do play. We got the Senators are in Winnipeg, and they'll be starting here right about now. Okay. Yeah, they should be starting here shortly. And then Panthers are playing the Lightning. They're up 2-0 with 4:46 to go in the first. The Ducks and the Rangers are tied at the end of one. And then the other game that will affect us, the Kings are in Dallas, starting at the same time as us, playing the Stars. So yeah, there is, and not only that, the Sens playing the Jets. There's a good chance. Now I do think with the Sens game that Hellebuck is back, but I could be wrong. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the whole update. I don't follow Winnipeg all that often, but I know Winnipeg, struggled with Hellebuck being out, which that only caters to what I've been talking about. Winnipeg, they are good because of goaltending. I mean, they do have a lot of good players. Their first line is fantastic, but outside of that, it drops off dramatically, I think, in Winnipeg. But the Blues are. I'm not going to call this a lost season because although that Nashville beat us very badly in the last game, I'm not going to sit here and say that Nashville is some type of world beater, and it's not me discrediting or anything like that. It's just I know what Nashville is. We've seen it. Nashville has been this way for a couple seasons now. They made all them moves to stack their team, and it cost them. Now I think they're going to be going through a rebuild eventually because I don't think they're good enough to get out of it. Outside of the few of the veteran guys, O'Reilly, Forsberg, Yossi, Saros. I mean, you don't have much on that team. I mean, they're all aging. They're all older. So this is a team that you should beat. The Blues need to get revenge tonight, and they need to beat the Predators. They really, really do, because this is a big game. We've been talking about big games, and I always, when you say, I feel like this is a big game, and I say, I don't know if it's that big of a game. This is a big game because you can't lose 2 games to Nashville. I mean, to start the season. Yeah, you cannot, you can't, because if you win tonight, like I said, Guy, if you win tonight and you somehow manage to win against Winnipeg, the Blues are right there. I mean, the Blues are right there now. I mean, nothing is lost.
Yeah.
So,
hold on. Maddie, I am unable to show the game. It is illegal for me to show the game. If I show it, I will lose my account. So, no, we do a live reaction show. If you can't watch the game, you can listen to us talk about the game. That's what this show is. Scary says the masked man gets revealed tonight, Guy, on Raw. Make sure you turn in. I lost.
He's not for anybody. I know he said this one. I am the wrestling guy. Guy is not. I mean, Guy used to watch it, but he's not into the wrestling anymore. I am the wrestling guy. And might I add to your question? No, we will not get the Masked Man tonight. The Masked Man will probably be revealed on January 5th or January 6th or 5th or 6th when Braun Breaker fights CM Punk. So don't expect it tonight.
Oh, tonight is Hofer versus Saros. I did see that. Right. I did see that those were the 2 guys that let him out, if I remember correctly. Let me see here. Go check my X here real quick. No, it's not showing. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Well, Hofer versus Saros tonight. Right.
As it should be. We talked about that before. Hofer deserved the start tonight, and I don't think after, not just on, it wasn't a Bennington thing or anything in the last game, but that you already played Bennington to start off against Nashville in Nashville. Give Hofer this game and see what he does with it.
I want to go back. I gotta talk about yesterday, man. Hold on. This is for you.
I hear you clapping. I don't hear really. I hear the little bit of it, but I don't hear it. But yeah. God, that's so weird. I don't know why I can't hear that.
Probably because my mic went to the wrong mic, and nope, it didn't go to the right mic. So you should be able to hear it. I
don't know. It's weird. It kind of like cuts in and out. Like it's like sometimes I'll hear it, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll hear it, sometimes I won't.
Yeah, that might.
But yeah,
because I guess everybody else is hearing it now. So, but no, you. Job well done. That was. I've done a lot of interviews. And that was probably one of my most fun interviews I've ever done. And I think you also see why I keep my, everyone's asked, well, do you got your questions ready? I don't have questions. I let them come naturally and organically, and it led to a couple of really, really solid questions that I would have never thought of. If I would have had a sheet to follow, they would have never came up. And I think that having Jordan Deacons on and what she does and how behind the scenes she is, it was. I'm okay that we didn't talk much Blues hockey, that we talked more about her and what was going on and the things we do that way, and the thought process and what she deals behind the scenes, and I really really enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, Jordan Deacon, like I said, Jordan, she's absolutely spectacular what she does. Great person, great human. We talked to her for a little bit after, and she just seems like the one of the greatest people to be around. So I enjoyed having her on. I thought, like you said, that we asked some great questions. I didn't even have questions set up. Everything that I asked was straight off the top of my head. I didn't have anything in front of me, nothing. I mean, so. I was proud that I was able to go into one question and then follow that up with another question that led to something else.
Yeah, I mean, now I because you've asked me before, like you and I know you're still learning, but you've asked me, what are we going to ask? What are we going to talk about? And I kind of say generic in general, and that's the reason, because that interview just felt like it grew legs really early. And it just manifested itself from there. I mean, is that what you felt?
Yeah, I think I usually just generally ask just because I want to get an idea of what what you're expecting to ask, like not like pinpoint questions, but just general consensus on what you want to ask. Because, like I said, you asked the questions that you wanted to ask. There were some questions that I asked, and then I kind of followed up on it, and it kind of stole your question that you came up with off the top of your head. So we were kind of just bouncing off each other. Well, I thought that we gave her a lot of time to kind of discuss what she does, and I think she thoroughly enjoyed it. So
yeah, I think she did too. And we like you said, we talked to her offline, and I asked her straight up, and I'm gonna say this. I mean, because for me personally, it felt really good. I asked her. She's a professional. She does this professionally, right? She gets paid to produce and do these shows. And I asked her what she thought of our show, and the word she came out with was very professional, and that made me feel really really good. Right? That really did. And then I love when she talked about the trying to hear 3 people, 4 people at once. I was like, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, she's got a taxing job. I mean, for sure. For the people that didn't listen to it, I would definitely go back and give it a listen and understand kind of what goes into her job and what she has to do, because she does a lot. When it comes to breaking up clips, capturing clips for the games, for the highlights, for the pregame, for the postgame, following the stat lines. I mean. She does a lot of that. So I thought, for a first interview with me and you, I felt like it was pretty good. So I definitely go and give it a watch.
I thought that was our second interview together, because we done Corey, we did Matt. I thought we had somebody else, right? Or am I missing something? That is accurate. I kind of just meant from it's nice to get like a person, like, not to discredit any of those guys. Those guys are, other podcasters, other fans of other teams. Yeah, just a professional especially in the Blues organization. She doesn't work for the Blues. What's up? Yeah, I get that now. That makes a lot of sense. I was trying to figure out why you were saying that, and John Hefner says you guys are a good team, need more arguments. There is one thing that I will say about both of us, and we do wear our shirts, our hearts on our sleeves, and we will call each other out, and we've done it, and sometimes we try and not make it personal, but you things can get personal, and we step back. I will say this: every time that me and him have had an argument that felt personal, after the show, we have sat and talked about it. Correct?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty it's pretty much gone after that. Like after we talk about it, it's pretty much gone. So, I guess you live and you learn. So I mean, you may run into a problem where me and him may argue, but like guys said, we do kind of talk about that offline if we get to that point, and then it's kind of gone after that. So like we kind of just move on, mostly. So.
Yep. So John Hefner, first Jason Nickel goes, I can't imagine her work day, man. If I'm trying to work listening 100% to the boys from ESPN around me, it would be a whack. I'd be a whack job. I mean, yeah, she goes to practice at 10 o'clock in the morning. She's there at 10 in the morning, and then she's got to turn around and go to the studio and start doing it. That was one question I meant to ask her. Is she actually in the building, or is she in the radio building? So I forgot to ask her that.
I'm not sure. That would have been a good question to ask her. I thought maybe she was in. I don't know if she is now, but I think at first she might have been. Like she might have been in the arena, but I don't know how
directly for the Blues. She was in the arena, but I'm guessing now. I guess now she's probably in the radio station.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think she said something about. Did she say something about her being in a studio or a production truck, or was I guess the other people being in?
She was talking about the TV guys are in the production truck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
10 minutes to go. What's the final score? He's going 3-4 notes in OT. I don't even remember what I said on the video last night because I did a quick video for you.
You said 4-2 Blues.
4-2, and I know I went with
Torpedo.
The torpedo.
Yeah.
I went with with Torpachenko, and I think that's when you got a guy coming back, especially from the injury he did, and the things that he said. I was like, okay, that's the guy that's going to want to prove something, right? That's the guy that's going to come in and want to. And didn't he have like a 2 or a 3 goal? Didn't he have a 2-goal game not too long ago? Or last season. I mean, he's had games where all of a sudden he's putting him in the back of the net. So, he could be that guy tonight. Right?
Yeah, he's a hardworking guy. I mean, he's definitely a guy that's going to benefit the bottom 6, because when you look at a team like Nashville, outside of those veteran guys on the top line, there's not much depth there. So you're going to need your bottom 6 guys to beat their other bottom 6 guys when it matters. And Torpachenko is going to be a guy that's always blue collar. He's always working hard. He's going to be physical. I think Torpachenko is the obvious pick to watch tonight. I want to say that I won't go with him, but I will kind of go with him in a way. But it's kind of hard not to go with him. But Robert Thomas is a guy that I feel like you have to go with because he's a Predators killer. No one has beat the Predators as much as Robert Thomas has. So I feel like Thomas is probably your guy to watch. But for a short answer, I think I'm going to go, and I'm going to say Justin Falk tonight. And I'm going to say Justin Falk is your player to watch tonight. And I'm going to say the Blues. I said the Blues, despite having as many injuries, it's ballsy, and Saros was spectacular in the last game. But something's telling me that the Blues are going to want to get some revenge, and I don't know why it's screaming to me, but I'm going to say that the Blues win this game 5-2.
I would love to see that. I really, really would. Mike Mariano says, gentlemen, how are we doing? We are doing great, man. Welcome back. Welcome to the show. Mike says, 3-1 Blues, and I hope Butchie can break through. I have faith. He's played much better of late. Much, much, much better of late. I think that I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a little bit of the getting that big contract, signing that big contract, and the weight of that, or some other things, or whatever it was. But he has kind of to play better. Now, has he been on the score sheet as much as we'd like? No, but he's been harder on the puck. He's been doing the things that I feel he needs to do to make the team successful.
Thomas, like I said, I'm not worried about the first line. Thomas, Neighbors, and Boosh have been the most consistent line, night in, night out. They seem to get, and partly due to the fact of Thomas is just a great hockey player. I mean, he's starting to catch his stride to where he's being consistent and even more consistent. So
he froze for a second. He'll be back. Oh, you still there, bud?
Yeah, no, I'm good now. I'm saying I don't want to discredit the line because those guys have worked well together. They just seem to know where each other is on the ice at all times. So that's a big thing with their chemistry right now. But a lot of it is to do with the fact of Thomas being so consistent right now. Thomas has been very, very consistent here for the biggest stretch of games here. So especially since the Kyra injury, a few games before that, he was already kind of getting going. Now he's just kind of built off of game after game.
Jason Nichols says 5-3, and he said earlier. Now he says point. He says Hoffer gets 2 assists. Nichols, if Hoffer gets 2 assists tonight, I will buy 2 tickets to a game this season for you. If that happens tonight, I will buy 2 tickets to a game this season. Well, talk to you. I'll buy them and send them to you, and then somebody can take you. But I will buy you 2 tickets to a game this season if that happens. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be low or bowl, but I will find tickets and I will get them to you. But if that happens, Leach Danny Johnson says Leach beat the Preds 7-2. I just can't see Hoffer getting 2 assists. 1 maybe, but I don't think that's
no.
Yeah, I don't even see that.
It's a very, very rare thing. I think the Nashville Predators aren't that great, but I still have a little bit more faith that they're not going to let Hoffer get 2 assists. I mean, I don't even think they're going to let him get 1. Goalie assists are very, very rare. And usually it'll happen. Usually you see those type of situations on like a line change, like a misplayed line change where they dump the puck in and the goalie plays the puck and shoots the puck up real quick. Usually that's where you'll see a goalie assist, but very rarely do I think that you're going to see 2 goalies assist, especially.
I don't even know the answer to this question. He says, who is the Blues' last empty net goal? I think I know, but I can't be for sure. I want to say you probably got to go all the way back to the Dallas game with Paris Suter.
Yeah, I think it's Pius Suter.
I think that since the Dallas game, they've had an empty net goal. I mean, I can't think of one. They may have, but I can't think of one.
Yeah, I think Pius Suter is the guy who got the only empty or the last empty netter. The Blues definitely don't get their empty netters. That's true. But I haven't kept an eye out on the empty netter situation. I feel like a lot of the times, every time I see it, the 6-on-5 has favored heavily the offensive team. Like I feel like not just the Blues. I feel like when I watch any game that's 6-on-5, I feel like the team that's trying to come back in the game is always the team that's always having the pressure at the end. Usually. Now he wants
to change it. He says Hoffer's eventually going to get points. Can I redact it to 1? Nope. He's got to get 2 points tonight in order for you to get tickets. 2 points. Right? The Preds might not be that great, but they are playing good hockey right now. That's true. I mean, they did it 2 years ago. When the Blues, when it looked like the Blues were starting to play good hockey, I mean, the year when they missed the playoff, they were like the first team out of the playoff. Nashville did the same thing the Blues did last year, went on like an 8-game, 9-game win streak. So they are playing better now. Hoffer never did it in Springfield. I don't think he did either. I know he had 1.
I mean, the thing is with the Predators, yes, they are playing good hockey. Like I said, the veteran guys are stepping up right now. You're seeing the guys that need to score for Nashville, but you're also seeing a goaltender and Saros playing very well.
Right.
I hate to harp on this, but Saros is a great goalie. Saros is a massive reason why the Nashville Predators are playing well. the Nashville Predators aren't a team that heavily outshoot a team, heavily outchance a team. They're a team that's capitalized on their minuscule amount of chances, but they're a team that's also had good goaltending that has bailed them out when they needed to. So,
well, I do know the answer to this one. He said, when was the last time the Blues had an empty net goalie goal, I meant? And I know the answer to that. It's never. They have never had a goalie score a goal. A goalie for the St. Louis Blues. Now, they've had one against. And what sucks is I was at that freaking game.
Yeah, the Minnesota game. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, not this year, last year. By the way, tonight is Hockey Fights Cancer Night. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to ask everybody, if you know someone that's fighting for cancer, you can put down who you're fighting for. I'm going to ask Justin first, and then I'll say who I'm fighting for.
I actually don't know anybody with it right now, but cancer is such a terrible disease. So I mean, when I think about this, it's going to be a generic answer, but I fight for anybody who has dealt with it in the past. I know my grandma had to deal with it, so I fight for anybody who has dealt with it, who has it, and it's a terrible disease. It really is.
I fight. I mean, I put Chaser on that list, and then I have a buddy that it's been a while now, but he passed away from cancer. Dave Eberhardt. So I always remember him. Oh, there's Prashard. I gotta try and get a hold of him tomorrow.
Yeah.
I sent a message, but it didn't go through.
And and I fight for, and we can't forget, I fight for Lance. He's a good one too. So I mean, I mean, it's just a terrible disease. I hate cancer with all my being.
Oh, they have a girl with cancer singing the national anthem.
Yeah, very cool.
So let's listen to this. What a moment.
Yeah.
Standing O, young lady, standing O. Outstanding job. Outstanding job. That's got to be so hard for a kid to do in front of 18,000 people. And Prashard, the smile on his face, really, really good. Corey! We got Corey in the house. Corey! Hi, Corey. How you doing, buddy? John Hefner had a double mastectomy when I was in high school. Doc said, not much left. You just met her. Yeah, she's great mom. Great mom. I did her. Wow.
That presentation, that's what I talk about. We talk about this too. I feel like the Blues organization, the presentation has nenever lacked. I feel like they do so many cool things when it comes to nights like these. I guess words can't really describe the greatness in that moment. I mean, just seeing all the fireflies in the crowd, and seeing that utter silence. I mean, usually you hear that you hear the fans who blurt out or anything like that. Like, just nothing but silence. Just a great moment.
Well, hey, Corey, if you want to join us during the intermissions, let me know and I'll send you a link, man. We'd love to have you if you got time. I mean, you don't have to, but I'll throw that option out there. I think Justin would. If I didn't say this, Justin would probably beat me up for not saying it.
I'm fine. Corey, if you're wanting to hop on, you can. I know that you're available tonight, so yeah, for sure, hop on. Give us more to talk about. I need to get myself a Hockey Fights Cancer jersey. I've always wanted one. I need to get one.
Yeah, this is really neat. The Blues are one of the last teams to do the Hockey Fight Cancer.
Yeah.
Right, they are one of the last teams, and this is really cool. She's going to ring the bell tonight. Oh, she's doing the puck drop. I thought she was ringing the bell. I think she's got one treatment left. Yeah, really good. Really good. Cool of Roman Yossi. I mean, I like the way that this is the one sport where these guys, they battle. They freaking battle. But before the game, it is a full-on happy handshake. After the game, especially, well, more in the what do you call it? The playoffs, but the handshake. Remember, what was it? I think last season was Marc-Andre Fleury's last season, and when he played against I'll think it here, the Capitals.
Yeah.
Ovechkin pulled everybody back going into the locker room, pulled them back to go out there and shake hands with Fleury. I mean, that's just the way this community in and of itself cares about each other. Really, it's impressive to me. It really is.
Yeah, the like guys said, hockey is a sport where you see it. Like they go to battle, they go to war almost, but like at the end of the day, they're all human and they all kind of come together in the end, and they do great moments like that where they, especially that, and that's one of the big reasons why I like Alexander Ovechkin. I mean, that's a veteran guy, and that's a captain, but that's a captain in its own right. So I mean, yeah, that's a great moment. I mean, it's just like when they, it's any moment like when Fleury played in like he played Pittsburgh, he played Chicago, and I think both of those teams gave him handshakes and hugs after the game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they did. He was definitely. Oh wow!
And the Preds on the board, on the board already. Let's see this.
CNI goal. Oh man, it figures O'Reilly's going to get an assist. I traded O'Reilly. Oh wow, CNI goal. I don't know where that goal go in.
Top shelf, I think.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh? Top line doing things for.
Traded O'Reilly yesterday, and he goes and gets an assist against me. Well, now answer back. Right? Let's get back into this one. Let's figure out where we are, who we are, what we are, and do the right things. Now, after talking to Jordan, I listen to Curbs differently. I can hear myself listening to him differently now. Right?
Huh.
Because like I never, like, now that they're doing the simulcast, he has to talk about things that you would for radio. Oh, that went out. That went straight out. That's going to be a power play.
don't say that because
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a power play.
okay, yeah, that's gonna be a power play. All right, well, Blues can get it back here. The Blues, Predators putting them on the power play. That was a pretty stupid play.
It hit the net, is what it did, and it completely cleared the board, and that's all it has to do. And
all right, let's see here. Blues on the power play. Man, dude, that power play unit is just so jumbled, though.
Mike says I couldn't even open my beer before they scored. Corey says, "Come on, boys."
It's okay. It's a seeing eye shot. I mean, it's exactly what the Predators want. They want their top guys, but their top guys are getting on the board. But I truly asked myself, if that star power of the star players dries up, where are they going to get their offense from?
Yeah, probably
because
yeah.
They're getting a lot of goals and points from their top guys, but like I said, once that dries up, who are they really going to rely on? Because they haven't been getting any depth scoring.
Right.
All right. Well, Blues got to get going on this power play. See, this is a problem though with having so many guys out. The power play units are so jumbled.
You know what I would probably do for the power play that I mean, I've seen teams do it here and there, but now I wouldn't do the four. I do a 5-man line, right? 2 defensemen, 3 forwards, right? And do that. So you have a little bit better job of keeping it on the cycle and keeping it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that. Keeps the chemistry kind of together.
Corey says looking a little disconnected. Yeah. Shockey says it's a patchwork quilt, so kind of expected. Oh, I want to say something. I'll put something out there while we got some people watching us, and I might say it later if more pop on during an intermission or something. Next couple of months are going to be difficult for me. This is we are in the 35th anniversary of the Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and you don't know how a body or the mind reacts. And I know that lately I've been having a lot of dreams of being in the minefield. So if I'm kind of out of it, or I'm not responding to texts or messages, or I'm being real quirky or quick or just not talkative, it's because of that. And I do apologize. I'm just kind of giving you all a heads up. We didn't no shots on the power play. I mean, they were disconnected, and that's okay. You know, patchwork quilt. You just kind of figure it out, right? If you only give up the one goal and you can manage it from there, okay, then you've got a chance. But you just can't give a bunch up. You know, like happened in the last game, where all of a sudden they're scoring in bunches. You can't give 4 goals to Stamkos, or not Stamkos. Yeah, was it Stamkos?
Yeah, Stamkos.
Yeah. Oh, that looked like offsides to me. The Thunder line.
I saw a Predators fan talking about how the Blues, they posted something on Facebook that was uh, saying that the Blues had no positive or negative player or positive plus minus players.
Yeah.
The backlash that they got, not even from just Blues fans, but fans in general, saying like, first of all, you're a Predators fan, so why are you even talking? Because I mean, what have the Predators done? Absolutely nothing. So,
Well, Fabry's a plus.
no, I don't know. I can't remember when this was posted. I just saw it today. It might have been posted a few days ago or something like that. But
Well, Thomas is a 0, so
yeah, I just found it funny. I thought it was funny.
yeah. They've only got 2 players that are positive, or 3 players that are positive, anyways, and their highest is 6. Oh, Fabry gave up on that play a little too early, I think. I mean, he was going for a change, but the puck was right there. Right now, all they're doing is chipping it in. They're not coming into the zone with any speed whatsoever. Right? That way, if he would have caught Sundquist there, Sundquist would have had a burst of speed. Thomas with the 4-game point streak. Oh, it's going to be icing.
No, they waved it.
Why was that waved off?
Yeah.
Why was that waved off? That didn't make any sense. That was absolute icing.
He skated. Yeah, he skated towards it and then didn't call icing. That's ridiculous. But
yeah, I don't know.
What can you expect? Nashville Predators got every freaking bounce in the last game too.
The game wouldn't slow down with the 2-line pass rule. It really wouldn't. I mean, it would bunch up in the neutral zone a little bit, but I don't think it would slow down as much as everyone thinks it would. Yeah, the best part, and Shockey said the best part about Torps Burns was you just wait till the pain subsides and the skin heals. And he basically said that. You know, he basically said it. He said he healed kind of fast. So do you start Steinberg tomorrow? Or not tomorrow, Wednesday against the Jets, or do you let him have his first game against the Rangers? They're both home games.
Oh, I mean, I think they call him up. I feel like they're gonna probably play him Wednesday
Against the Jets.
Yeah. I don't. At this point, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the Blues don't really have much of a choice. I mean, they do have a choice, but I personally don't think that you can really, it's not a bed and breakfast situation. You can't really pick and choose. The Blues are injured, banged up.
Oh, he couldn't get it to Sunquist. That was a good, it was a good play. Just couldn't get it in there to Sonny.
Michael Bunting, he's terrible.
The speed is coming. That's what Corey says.
Yeah, I mean, you feel it. I mean, it hasn't been bad. Just been discombobulated right now.
Oh. Well, they have 2 shots already there, John. So they're a shot every 5 minutes. And the shots are only 5-2, so.
Yes, Dvorsky. What about that, Jonathan, Johnny boy? There's your 3rd shot.
Who was that?
Dvorsky.
Yeah. Did you hear the horn?
I did. I heard it a little bit. I didn't hear it like prominently as it usually would, but that's okay.
I don't know what's going on with that, man.
Was that? Ew, that was a. I don't know who flipped that puck up. It might have been Falk.
McGing.
No, I'm talking about the flip originally in the zone. McGing made that play afterwards, but someone flipped it to him. I think it was Falk.
Yeah.
My player to watch.
Great shot. Yeah. Well, there you go. There's your goal in 3 shots. It took the Preds, they've got 1 in 5 shots. I mean, they didn't score in their first shot, but
yeah, it's okay. It's like I said, I feel it. Wouldn't say the momentum, but the Blues have picked up their game a little bit. They were a little slow to start off. You kind of feel it coming on.
Yeah, Falk is the one that flipped that.
Yeah, that was a very good. That's the what do they call that? The Bobby Plager flip, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Is that right? I think that's right.
Because
Colton Parayko does that.
Yeah, Parayko does that.
Parayko does it, but they call it something. It's not Parayko, not the Parayko flip. It's something else.
I don't think it went through the skate runner, Shockey, but hopefully we'll see the preview or the replay again.
Nice way to get it out. Nice pick.
Broberg's having a takeover. I mean, kind of a breakout game. He's really he's been very noticeable this game. That's what I mean by a breakout game, when they're really, really noticeable.
I mean, there's not. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, there's not many games Broberg is not noticeable. I mean, I pretty much notice him every game. Oh, Dorchenko. Jesus Christ. That's the Russian torpedo right there. Yeah, if you can get, I think like Curbs and Joey, they're talking about if the Blues get physical, this will favor the Blues. Blues are at their best when they're physical.
Hits are 3 apiece. I mean, this is. I mean, the game has changed. You were right. Momentum. You said it's not like the full momentum's gone our way, but the play has changed.
Well,
Oh,
and I mean, and I.
Go
What's
ahead.
up?
No,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
it's no. Oh, we're getting a penalty. No, I was saying that yeah, the momentum. It doesn't feel like they have the momentum completely. It just feels like the play has been changed a bit in the Blues' favor. I mean, the Preds weren't really controlling by any means. They scored and then it was kind of just dump and chase for both teams for the most part.
I have a question for you. Would you?
I don't answer questions.
Would you say that there? I mean, right now, that in the last 10 years, not counting this year, so going back 11 years, in the last 11 years, that Neighbors is the best first round pick that we've had?
I'd have to. I don't know. I'm not very good with draft order. I'd have to know like the list if I'm honest.
So I'm going to go over it for you. Actually, he might be third. So going back 10 years, we had none. And actually, I'm going back 11 because I'm not counting this year. In 2016, first round pick, Tage Thompson. In 2017, had 2 first round picks, Robert Thomas and Clem Costin. In 18, Dominic Bolk. None in 19. 20, we got Jake Neighbors. In 21, we got Zachary Bolduc. In 22, we got Jimmy Snugard. In 23, we got Dvorsky, Steinberg, and Lindstein. Lindstein, I think we'll see next year for sure. 24, Adam Jarek, who hasn't come up yet. And then last year, which I'm not counting, was Carbonell.
Mm-hmm.
I would say he's either second or third on that list.
Well, I mean, I would say Robert Thomas is number one. I don't see how you can not put Robert Thomas in number one. Jake Neighbors is up there, though. He's probably, like he said, probably 2 or 3. I mean, if you're looking at it from a perspective of, I mean, Jake Neighbors has probably got to be up there. He's a St. Louis Blues currently. So he's probably going to be there. Like, even though I still don't think, like, if you look at it like a Tage Thompson per se, I don't think Tage Thompson is going to be that kind of guy that he is in Buffalo. He wouldn't have had the opportunity that he had in Buffalo that he would have had here. So I don't think Tage. Yeah, I think he could have been a solid player for the Blues, but I don't see him being the top line forward that he is now for Buffalo. So I think you'd have to go with Thomas, and then you'd have to probably go Neighbors probably.
I would go Thomas, Thompson, Neighbors. I mean, you got to give the guy. What do you have? 70 goals or 45 goals or 70, 80 points, something like that. So I mean, he had it 1 year, maybe 2. I don't know, but and you're right. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God.
Oh. Great shorthanded attempt there.
So close. Broberg breaking out of the zone, getting in there, and then they get the rebound chance right there. Soros coming up big again. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say Tage Thompson, yeah, is probably 2. I just was going off of the fact of, like I said, that, yeah, he's a great pick, but he's not with us anymore. So technically, Buffalo gets the benefactor of that.
Yeah. Oh, I get it, but I mean, he's still, when you're saying our best first round pick, he's got to be up there. I mean, because he was our first round pick, even though.
Yeah. Sure.
Off the post.
What was the penalty even for?
Penalty was hooking on Fabry.
Okay.
We have 2 Thomas now? No, we don't. We only have Robert Thomas.
No, we traded for Akil Thomas.
Oh yeah, but he's not we were talking about first round picks.
Oh yeah. No, we don't have another Thomas.
Yeah.
That we drafted, of course.
Yeah.
All right, Blues get the penalty kill. Well deserved penalty
kill. Solid one. I mean, that was 2. They got 2 shots on the shorthanded attempt.
Yeah.
They've been doing that all season, Corey. Corey says they're giving the Preds too much room in front.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nick Hagfish.
Oh, come on. See Shin again. Not the guy I want fighting.
Oh, we got him a good one right there. That's my hero right there. Okay.
Yeah, he's within 5 minutes, so he went straight back. Ryan Green says Shin is the only one that will fight on this team. That's not true. Just that a couple of the guys that will fight are not playing. But he's not the guy I want fighting. He's not the guy I want fighting. Right?
Logan Mayu fights. Tyler Tucker fights.
Right, yeah. Tucker I want fighting. Kessel I want fighting. But I don't think Kessel's playing. Kessel's scratch, right?
Yeah, Kessel's not in. It's Tyler Tucker, Mayu. Because the thing with that is Mayu's been playing great, so there's no reason to put Kessel in.
Yeah.
I mean, you can interchange him with Tucker, but I don't see why you would do that.
There was a hit. And there was a hit back. That's what that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, I believe it.
Happened.
Oh, it was definitely not a fight for no reason kind of thing. Here we go. We got.
Our interview for next Sunday is up in the air now.
Oh yeah, why is that?
Not from me, from the person. So I thought we had a confirmation. He came back and told me today I can't confirm yet. So oh well.
You hate to see it.
Do what you can,
Yeah.
Garth who? Garth Butcher? Oh, yeah. That's probably what he's talking about.
Get out of here.
That's Kelly.
No, I was talking about what I'm looking at here on this. I know who that was. A cure. Yep. I fight for a cure. Yep. Can you pop me out real quick?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Five for fighting. Actually, I actually might get to go see him. I might do it. I think he's coming here in January. I'm doing okay. I'm doing better, man. I've had my days. This is the rough December, January, February are a rough period for me. And especially this year being the 35th anniversary, just a rough period for me.
Nice save, Holtz. Predators are just playing for garbage, man. They really are.
Yeah.
They are just shooting garbage. I mean, zero pressure, just shoot the puck. Hope for the bounces that they got in the last game.
I'm sitting here while we're doing this, and I'm thinking, oh man, Jordan's got some good sound bites to pull up. The fight, the goal, Dvorsky's shot, McGinn, great play. I mean, the flip. I mean, I'm thinking Jordan's having fun today.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Well, hopefully she can cap it off with a win.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
if we win today, we got to tell Jordan that's because she came on the show.
There we go. Maybe she'll buy it.
Yeah, maybe. Right. That was just a fun interview. And I've had some good ones. I mean, I had Garth Butcher was a great interview. He told a great story about Brett Hull and that, and I've had some fun guys on. I've had two of the guys from the Stanley Cup. I had Butler and I can't think of the other guy. I've had two guys that they did not play, but one was a black ace, the other was on the 23-man roster. Thornburn. Yeah, I had Thornburn on. That's it. But she was a very fun interview. Right. She was a very, very fun interview.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, and you saw the fighting. I mean, you said no one fights. Holloway fought last game.
Thornburn. Thank you. I just had trouble trying to remember who it was. I had him on. I actually have him in my phone. Name dropping. I had Chris Butler and Chris Thornburn on, the two Chris's. Who would be if I could pull any interview, Justin, while we're watching this? Who would be your like bucket list guy? Who would be the guy that you'd want to talk to more than anybody else?
I mean, in perspective of what? I mean, players, coaches. I mean, you got to give me a general area because I mean, yeah, I know
anywhere. The player, coach, fan, anywhere, any connection to the Blues.
I mean, I think with the way that he talks, I think there's probably a few guys on a list that I'd love to talk to. I think Robert Thomas is a short answer guy, but I'd love to talk to Robert Thomas. I'd love to talk to. I think with the way that he carries himself, I think Jake Neighbors would be a great interview. And obviously, I think you'd have to. I would love to interview Monty. I mean, that would be fantastic. Get his insight onto things because I think he would be a good person to interview.
You know what? We brought that question up in the pregame there, bud. What would it take from now to the Olympics for you to believe this is over? Not be over 500 at the Olympic break. You got to be over 500 at the Olympic break.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You definitely do. I mean, this team is capable. This team is going through injuries. But this will speak to the test, because if the Blues can get over 500 with the roster that they have, not discrediting any of the guys that we have now, but a lot of them are Springfield Thunderbirds. If you can get over 500 with this roster, then I have all the faith in the world that you can stay over that mark once those other guys get healthy.
Yeah. Calhoun regretting his chance to go to the Playway Club with Gretzky was hilarious. Yeah, well, that was a good story. That's one of the top 3 stories I've heard. I can think of 2. I know there's another one that I'm just not.
What a play by Dvorsky.
Oh,
what a
wow.
play.
Yeah, I just seen it. You're about 4 seconds ahead of me. But yeah,
that should be a penalty. That was a hook. I don't know how you call Fabry's. I didn't even see Fabry's. That should have been a hook.
Yeah, I seen that too. Battling
He
behind
definitely should have been a hook.
Yeah.
And that should have been goalie interference. What the hell is happening right now? I mean, I get it. Oh, here we go.
No.
Here we go.
Interference. Yeah, you got a fight now in the back.
Mayu is pissed.
Oh yeah.
See, and I get it. I get your point about Braden Shin, but this team, it's not just Braden Shin doing things. I mean, Mayu's done a lot this year. Tucker's done things. I mean, I get what you're saying. Oh, and they're gonna probably just give Mayu a freaking penalty. I mean, watch. They'll probably give Mayu just a penalty. Oh no,
they're gonna go both. They're gonna give them both 2 minutes for roughing. I'm almost sure of it.
I'm liking this kid, man. It's it's still too early to say, oh well, I'm completely fine with the Bolduc thing, and I'm not as
going off. Milo's John with them in the they're John in the box.
How is that? How is
when this penalty ends, they're going to be going at it.
How is this? How is that not a penalty on McCarron? My man hit Hofer and he cross-checked him.
No, we're getting a power play. McCarron's getting a penalty. And then Schaefer and Malu are getting minors, probably for roughing.
I mean that's fine, but how is that not a penalty? First of all, how is that not a penalty on McCarron for hitting? He hits Hofer and then cross checks him.
He is getting a penalty.
Is he getting a penalty for that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Blues fan looking at this right now, you gotta be excited about what Logan Mailloux is gonna bring, because this kid has shown fire this year.
Oh, here's Chaser.
Yeah, I mean, and that's great on Mailloux to stick up for Hofer like that. And McCarron, he's a goof. That guy is an absolute goof.
McCarron, 2 minutes for slashing. McCarron, 2 minutes for roughing. Mailloux, 2 minutes for slashing.
Okay, so McCarron didn't even get a penalty. McCarron didn't even get a penalty for freaking crashing into our goaltender and then shoving him away. That's ridiculous.
Well, unless that's the roughing penalty.
No, I would assume the roughing penalty is probably just on. No, the roughing wouldn't have been on that. It would have been goaltender interference. I mean, unless they just called it wrong.
No, they gave them both 2 minutes for slashing, 2 minutes for roughing, so no power play.
Yeah, that's a joke. See, and that's the consistency problem that we talk about. First of all, the Blues should be on the power play. First off,
yeah.
I mean, I mean, that was. I mean, first of all, we saw a hook before this whole thing even happened. We saw a hook on Sundquist, no call. Then we see the McCarron guy run into Hofer, shove him down, no penalty. Yeah, I don't know. No matter though. I feel the energy in the building right now though. I'm not even there, and I can kind of feel the energy in the arena. Ooh. Oh my goodness, man, dude! What a piss missile! You see that?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm listening to Chaser. I'm kind of watching both. A bomb from Perico.
Yeah, that was a piss missile.
Yeah. Shots 12-7. Score 1-1. The Blues are even after 20. Hockey fights cancer night. Kelly Chase in the building. Hopefully he fights this. He beats this. I know he's got to have surgery because he lost his sight a little bit. Hopefully that he's going to be fine and beat this. That's why that's why I'm unable to get him on the show right now. But it's going to happen. I really feel that it's going to happen. So sooner or later we're going to get him. It was a lot of fun. Good period. It didn't start out great, but the Blues hang in there. And McGing, great pick, gets a puck over to Dvorsky, who just finds it, top shelf, bar down, and makes it happen. It's been a heavy hitting game. There's been a fight. There's been some slashing and roughing that's got everybody in the box right now. There's 4 guys in the box. Shannon and Haig will come out at the first whistle in the second period. But give them credit. They fought back. I got a question asked earlier. How did the Springfield guys do? Well, they got a goal and an assist. So I'm happy with our Springfield guys, right? I'm happy with our Thunderbird guys. Now it's all going to come down to this. What's going to happen to be, and Corey said it. Corey beat me to it. Thank you, Corey. Bottom of the period scared me, but I like what happened now. Well, we need to have a good second. Actually, I misread that. I thought he said that the beginning of the second periods would scaring him. And that's what it's going to come down to. How are we going to come out in the second? What are we going to do in the second, right? Before you get into that, he who shall not be named, Robert Plant, Mike Martino, Sharon Spink, Tony Alexander, Ross, Susie Johnson, Tad Dieterman, Aaron Nels, John Hefner, and one more. I think the one I didn't say was Jason Nichols. Thank you so much for putting some love in the air. We greatly, greatly appreciate you on Facebook. If you do it on YouTube, thank you. We can't see your name, but we appreciate you. Okay, now you can answer my question.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see the Blues continue that momentum. Like I said, I don't think it's a full momentum grab, but I think in a way that the Blues kind of shifted the feeling in that period. The Predators score early, and then I didn't feel like, and most Predators fans will probably say, oh, well, we controlled that, for the beginning portion. I didn't think anybody controlled that in the beginning portions. I thought the Predators scored, and I thought that it was kind of a back and forth kind of dump and chase game, and no team could really establish anything. And then eventually the physicality for the Blues kind of start to pick up. You feel the arena kind of get alive, and then you get the Justin Falk flip, leading to the great play by McGing, who's actually looked very good since coming up. Surprisingly, I mean, not a name that you expect to be as effective, but he's looked very good since coming up from Springfield. And then Dvorsky with a great shot. I mean, Dvorsky, we've heard it that Dvorsky's kind of gone a little quiet, but I think that he hasn't looked bad, like, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like he hasn't made a lot of mistakes. It's just he's been quiet. He's just been relatively quiet. So hopefully the Blues can build off of this and keep the crowd invested and entertained in this game, so they can keep being loud and keep giving them energy.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at my other messages, trying to catch up here. Yeah, no, I do feel like there was not a complete momentum shift, but what they did was bring the crowd back into the game. It felt like the crowd, as soon as they score 27 seconds in, the crowd, the air went. Here it is, they're almost cheering, and then the air went out of them, and then through that period. Well, it was back and forth, and there was no control. And, for a while, they weren't getting shots. But all of a sudden, they did bring the crowd. They started bringing the crowd very gently back into it. Ryan Green, self-inflicted trauma is great. John Hefner. They brought the crowd back into it, and that's what it feels like to me. You said this, I can feel the energy in the building from here. And that's what I think happened, was just that feel of, oh wow, just that, what a shot they're showing it, and yeah,
great shot,
great shot to McGing, to Dvorsky, all three of them made great plays. Dvorsky kicks it to his stick, and that gets it over. Guy is my trauma. No, I feel, I want to take one small negative away from this, and I know you're not gonna, I mean, some people aren't gonna like it, but the Schenn fight to me is kind of a negative, right? He's not playing on the third line, he's a second line player. You can't have that guy fighting, right? I mean, that's what Tucker's job is. That's what Falk's job is. That's what who's playing with Falk?
Mayu?
No, who's the other defenseman? I'm forgetting somebody.
You got Fowler? You got Fowler, Falk.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Fowler really is.
Fowler's not a fighter. The thing is, and I get what you're saying, but I'm not going to chalk it up as a negative. The Schenn fight wasn't a fight that we saw that one game early in the season where Schenn kind of just fought when the Blues were up in the game already, and it felt like it was a nothing fight. That something happened. There was a hit thrown, and then they ended up fighting. So I didn't have a problem with this one. This one kind of just built further off of why I said the Blues kind of shifted that period. They started to use physicality. I mean, you saw Torpedo trying to throw hits. You saw most of the Blues trying to be physical in that period, and then it caps it off with a Braden Schenn fight, and then you get the things with McCarron and Mayu, and Mayu gets feisty and sticks up for his goaltender that was wrongfully ran into, which should have resulted in a power play for the Blues. And we can talk about that all day, but I just think that the Blues, like Curbs and Joey said, their physicality, they brought their physicality, and that's what they did against Chicago, and that's what made him successful against Chicago. Chicago is not a very big team, so the Blues played their brand of hockey, which makes them the most successful, and that's being physical. The Predators, they're a bigger team, so they're going to be a little bit more combative towards you with physicality. But I thought the Blues played very good physical wise against the Predators in that period.
I agree with you. I do agree with you. Chris Shockey says, try fishing with them. Chris, you know you enjoy fishing with me. Don't sit there and give me that crap. Don't give me that crap.
Well,
Right.
and the thing is for me, like McCarron, he's a big guy, but I believe me, and I'm not, and you're gonna hate this, but I'm not gonna give credit because that I just don't feel it. McCarron to me is just a goof. I've watched him many times, many years. McCarron's just a goof. He's a guy that doesn't bring much to your offense. He's a guy that is a guy strictly there as a physical presence.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh man, Hockey Fight Cancer Night. We just got a few minutes left. I guess I thought they were going to do the stats. I'll try and go through the stats here. Shots were 12-6. The Predators had 21 attempts. The Blues had 6 shots and 8 attempts. The one thing I'm noticing about the Blues, and I especially in the first period, while they may not be getting a lot of shots, but their shots are getting on net. It's not like they're missing the net. They are getting shots to the net. Maybe not as many as we'd like, but they're not like, okay.
They're not getting blocked.
Yeah, they're not getting blocked. They're not missing the net. They're getting to the net, right? Blues had 8 hits to Nashville 7. Nashville had 9 giveaways to the Blues 4. Blues had 3 takeaways to Nashville, 1 takeaway each. Blues blocked 3 shots. Nashville blocked none. And Nashville, they won the faceoff battle 65% to 35%. 2 goals scored in that period. The first at 27 seconds by Philip Forsberg. I remember his dad. I think it's his dad played in the late 90s, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure that was his dad. That was assisted by O'Reilly and Brandon Shea. I think I said that right.
Brady Shea.
Right?
Brady Shea.
And then just a little under 10 minutes later, right at the halfway point of the period, Fault throws a puck from his zone through the neutral zone. McGing makes an amazing steal, kick, and pass over to Dvorsky, who just says, thank you. Game is tied.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean a good period to build off, and like I said, the shots. I'm not putting too much stock into the shots. Like I said, the Blues were a team that were in the beginning of the season doing what the Blues usually don't do, and that's pepper the goalies. I kind of figured that they would go back to their regular style of play, and that's not shooting as many pucks, but getting better chances. You'd love to get a world where the Blues do pepper like 35 shots, 40 shots a game, and get the chances that they were getting, because they were doing that. They were getting a lot of good chances, out-chancing teams, out-shooting teams. Now you're seeing the opposite. The Blues just got to put the puck in the net, a little bit more. And I know that it's going to be a struggle considering the amount of star power they have out of the lineup. But they've done a pretty good, serviceable job with the amount of talent that they have out, because, you're missing big pieces, man. Kyrou is a big piece. Kyrou is a guy that may not score every night, but he's a guy that opens up the offense because he's so quick. He opens up that offense. Holloway, he's a guy that opens up that offense even if he doesn't score. Snuggerud, he's a guy that can shoot the puck very well. Walker is your heart and soul on that fourth line. You're missing a lot of good players right now. So the fact that the Blues are still hanging with teams, although it is the Nashville Predators, they are playing good hockey. But like I said, it is the Nashville Predators. I will say that. So don't get too high, but be proud that you are playing a Nashville team that is healthy. They have all their guys in the lineup. They're not missing anybody, I don't think, or anybody of note, I should say. So they're playing well right now. But what do you think, Guy? What do you think?
I'm with you. I will tell you who Nashville's missing here if you give me just a second. We have Well, they still left Torpachenko out, but he's in. Snugard, Kyrou, and Walker out. They're missing Barron, Justin Barron, Cole Smith, and Ozzy Weisblatt. So none of those names leap out to me.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Morgan Barron is going to be your standout there, but Morgan Barron's another one of those guys like McCarron that I'm just kind of like, he's kind of just out there to be a big body. He's not a guy that's out there to score you goals or anything like that. So yeah, Nashville is not missing any key pieces right now. The Blues are, and like I said, they're playing good hockey. I'm not going to take that away from them, but like I said, I'm not going to get too incredibly high because it is Nashville. But they played a good team in Chicago who are not, I wouldn't say a good team in Chicago. I would say a team that's overperforming in Chicago.
Yeah.
But I think that you gotta take a win when you see it. These are huge points right now. Like I said, these are 4-point games. You beat Nashville tonight, you're in a good spot because I think if you win tonight, you're jumping 2 teams. And I actually, if you don't mind, can I go over the out of town scoreboard? We only have we have the 4 games outside of the Blues game. We all know that this is tied 1-1. But the Battle of Florida, the Florida Panthers are up 4-1 on the Tampa Bay Lightning right now. That's the end of the second, so they'll go into the third. The Anaheim Ducks are up 2-1 on the New York Rangers. That is in the third period, and we all know the struggles that the Rangers have had in MSG. We all know that. The Senators and Winnipeg are tied 1-1 in the second period. A little to go left in the second period. And the Kings and the Dallas Stars at the end of the first tied 0-0. So that's your out of town scoreboard going into the second period for the St. Louis Blues.
Jason Nichols says, damn, that was an amazing recap of that goal, bro. I'm serious. Thank you. I appreciate that. Monte and Berube are quality over quantity on shots. That's a good point, somewhat. Does Guy have a Tarasenko thing, fishing rod, and reel? LOL. No, I do not. But I'll tell you what I would do. There's a guy on, and Shockey might know who this is, but there's a guy on, I think he's on TikTok or Facebook, does reels where he'll fish with like Superman lures or Mickey Mouse lures or things like that. I would fish with a hockey player lure. I absolutely would, right? You know, that stuff. If that stuff's made right, it'll made right, it'll entice a fish. You know, if a fish thinks that it's food, right, it'll eat. So,
yeah. So, you know, and I don't mean to cut that off, but like I said, we were talking about the importance of this game. You know, if the Ottawa Senators can somehow beat the Winnipeg Jets on home ice, that only helps us out in the end. And if the Blues end up holding on to this or, getting ahead and winning this game, they're going to jump. They would jump the Winnipeg Jets and they would jump the Chicago Blackhawks, and they would be right behind, a point behind the Utah Mammoth. So, this game is huge and the next game is huge because if Ottawa can beat Winnipeg tonight and we can somehow manage to beat Winnipeg, that's 4 points that you're leaving on the table right there for the Winnipeg Jets. So, I mean, you're passing them.
Well, they are now leading 2-1 with 1:25 to go in the second.
Okay. Well, all you like, I hear this all the time, Guy, and I'm in agreement with you on this one. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about what other teams do. Worry about what you do. You get the wins. If you get the wins, it'll come. If the Blues can win games, don't worry about what other teams do. Yeah, you got to catch them, but don't worry about what they do.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Ryan, I can't go on TikTok and search like Batman or Superman lure or Mickey Mouse lure and see if the videos come up. I forget the guy, but he fishes with a lot of funky lures. I don't understand how the referee is standing right there and you do not call a penalty. I don't understand that. I mean, yeah.
it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing egregious. He doesn't like full on hit him, but like that's. I mean, that's the
It's
definition
enough
of
that it
goalie
should have been
interference,
called, yeah.
huh?
Yeah, it's enough that it should have been called. Hefner, if you find that, I want it. I absolutely want it if you're willing to send it my way. Hefner says, my mission tomorrow is to find the blues lure that Dad passed on still in the plastic. I would absolutely love that, buddy. So actually, I thought Shen would still be in the box for a few minutes, but I guess he's not.
I cut out, so I didn't know what John Hefner said, but
And Corey says it looks like Hoffer may have had a hold of him. Maybe the ref just let them both go, and that's possible.
he could have. But I don't know. I feel like he had. I feel like Hofer, his back was turned to him. I thought when he made the first
When he
contact.
initially got it, but then I think Hofer may have pulled the Bennington and got it stick in there, or got his glove on him, or something like that.
Mhm. I will say we were talking about a negative.
Mm-hmm.
I will talk about a negative. For me, if I was to pick one thing out that I'd like to see the Blues do better in this game, it's the faceoffs. The faceoffs have lacked in this game. So, I understand they have two. I mean, first of all, they have two great centers in Stamkos and
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly. So you're gonna have an uphill battle, but I feel like the Blues can do a better job because the Blues are not a bad faceoff team. They're a team that generally is pretty good on the faceoff. So to have them at such a disadvantage, 63%, like you said, to 30, like that's just not good enough. You need to be better,
right,
on the faceoff. Ah.
Yeah, I already got the message.
You already got the message.
Yeah. And Bunting scores. 2-1. The second period woes continue. You're right. Did you see that like way ahead of me?
Yeah. I guess so. Well, you said that you got a notification. So.
No, yeah. So I get it from the writers. Remember when we talked to this about with Jordan yesterday, that TV is about a 30-second delay and radio is a 7-second delay.
Yeah, he's not particularly set for that one. I don't like that one from Hofer on that one. Right. That's one that he gave up a little too much space on that one.
Looks like the Blues are going to the box.
What in the Blues had the puck? Why did it take so long for you to call the freaking penalty? What are you doing?
Oh, come on.
Jesus freaking Christ. I mean,
didn't even hit him. Stick didn't even hit him.
Jesus Christ,
I don't think the stick even hit him. I think he completely sold that.
Oh my God. The Predators guy lifts his stick and he doesn't. Oh my.
The stick doesn't even hit him. I don't think the stick even hit him.
It doesn't. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That should have been an embellishment, if anything.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious, the NHL, dude. Holy moly.
This is why you need the fifth official in the building with replay. Because they could have buzzed down and said, no.
Nope. Man. Oh my God. That is so bad, man. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. But then you'll have the stupid marks in the comment section. Oh, it's a fast game. God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he did it to himself. I agree. He
Oh
Torp
my god,
stick
dude.
never touched him. Torp stick never touched him. That should not have been a high stick.
Oh my god. That's freaking crazy, dude. All right, Predator's getting another bounce. Go figure. That's a joke. What a freaking joke.
Wow.
What? Such a joke, man. Why the Predators have a power play that they shouldn't have had. The Blues have not gotten a power play that they should have been granted twice. Just embarrassing, man. I'm just so tired of this league, man. I'm so am, dude. Joke. It's a fast game, though, right?
They've got it. The Blues should be getting a power play here very soon, in my eyes.
I mean that was embarrassing. I mean,
Yeah. Now we're going in the box for delay a game.
huh? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep. That's the momentum. That's the momentum switch, though. When you don't call something that should have been a power play, and then you call a shitty call that didn't even hit him in the face, you're giving the Predators momentum. That's exactly what you're doing. So, yep. The NHL wants this second. The league clearly wants this second period to continue for the Blues here. Clearly, because this has been a consistent issue in the second period where we see this bull crap. I mean that's the best way to describe it.
Oh, I mean, it's hard to see a team that's been so disciplined all of a sudden getting penalties left and right. It just surprises
What time
me.
are you at, by the way? Right now?
15:24.
Okay, yeah, you're like ahead of me now, like 10 seconds.
Good play. Good stick.
Yeah, it's a good play.
Ooh. Forsberg with his second. We're another Predators on a hat trick watch.
Yeah, this is the league. This is the league. I'm not blaming the Blues. I'm not blaming anything. I'm not blaming the boys for this. I can't. There's no possible way I can blame them for this. You gave the Predators a phantom power play, and all you did was give them momentum. That's all you did. So I'm not blaming. I mean, Hofer should have saved that second one. That was bad positioning on his part. But
Yeah.
I'm not blaming the Blues for that. I mean, you gave the Predators a phantom penalty.
I will admit, I will. They did. That was a bad call.
People don't understand, man. Hockey is about momentum, man. Once you get momentum, you're gonna get the bounces. You're gonna get the momentum. I mean, that's just how it is. So that's what you did. You gave the Predators momentum.
Shouldn't try to get that off.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know how far ahead.
We're gonna be on the majority of the week, I think. I think the only game that we're not planning on doing right now is the Saturday game.
Yeah. I think Matt said that he's down to come on for the Thursday game.
Yeah.
So
we talked about it. We were just gonna do the Thursday game, this game and the Thursday game. But the next game is the Jets, and that's a home game, or that's a divisional home game. We kind of got to do that one. So, and then we had Matt who said he enjoyed doing the show with us, and he wanted to do a live show or a reaction show with us. So he may be on.
And that was so close.
He may be on for that one.
Booze almost had one there. Just missed. Yeah. I mean, you gave the Predators momentum. You gave them all the momentum in the world in this game.
Yep. Hey, when I did the goal horn, did you hear it?
No, I didn't.
I wonder what's going on with my. It feels like it. I think it might be my connection here. I might have to get a new cable. Is that the problem I had with Jordan? I had to unplug and replug it. I wonder if my board's heating up or something, that it's not playing out like it should. One, two. 1, 2.
Yeah.
I'm just playing with my mic, and I'm going to try and see something here. Let me know if you hear it. And I'm going to turn. You heard it?
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
I heard it.
And heard it regular, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. One more. Heard that?
I did, but then I did, and then it stopped. Kind of.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it.
When I saw you going like yes with your head, I turned it off. Ryan says Forsberg's another Blues killer. Yeah, he has been this year, or at least this.
When you put the Predators on a power play that they didn't deserve, I mean, you're gonna have some momentum somewhere. I mean, you can only give, like you said, you can give power plays. Doesn't mean they're gonna score on them, but you can only give star players like that so many chances before they eventually just put the puck in the net.
Matt Lowe says the only problem, guy, is we're not hearing that during the game. Talking about the goal horn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still think that's a rule that's got to change. I think, like I said, if it enters the trapezoid at the red line, that's a waved off icing. I'm dreaming of a blues win. It feels like it's been forever. Good cycle. Oh, come on. Ah.
Oh man, Fowler. You're so far ahead of me though.
I'm not sure what this comment is. I guess I'm gonna kind of. He's asking us if we have issues with Joey Vitale. He says, "I don't see why people hate him. Sometimes he can go off, but it isn't that bad."
Well,
Go ahead. I'll let you go.
Well, no, I was saying, well, because I brought that up yesterday with our interview with Jordan Deacon. I said, "Have you seen the outrage, or seen the negative feedback that Joey and Curbs have gotten?" And I just thought that it hasn't been warranted in my mind. I mean, they kind of, I don't. For me, I think it's more so the John Kelly factor. You like, people are just not accustomed to change. So.
Yeah. I will say, when they made this change, my issue with Joey is, and it's not like a huge, it's Joey played like 10 games in the NHL, right? With Pittsburgh. That was it. There's other guys that have played more games that probably more experience in the I love when he says, well, when I played or when I did this or when I did that. I'm just like, okay, for all of 7 games, So, and I think that's all he played in. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an issue with him. I just feel like there's just a lot of people that just aren't adaptive to change.
okay, I was wrong. He played 234 games in the NHL. He had 11 goals, 33 assists for 44 points. It was a negative 24. And he played the majority of it with Pittsburgh, and he played 71 games with Arizona before he either got sent down or whatever in 2015-16. He played 1 game that season. He got traded to Detroit and then never played with Detroit. Sister J Day says the John Kelly factor. I did look it up. You're right. It's 234 games. I was Going back on the penalty killing. Man, I can't speak. Tongue tied. O'Malley's not happy about it, but it is what it is.
Just a joke. Just a joke. Yeah. Yeah. The most disciplined team in the league takes 3 freaking penalties in the one period. Just pathetic, man. Just pathetic.
So apparently, I just read this. Neighbors and Joseph have switched lines. Neighbors now with Shen and Fabry, and Joseph with Thomas and Bushnavage. I don't know. I think that's just trying to get things up.
Yeah, I
Well,
I don't
come
know,
back
man.
when you can, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. He gave the Predators 3 power plays in this period. I mean, the one for sure. The over the glass, that's fine, but
Yeah.
the 2. I mean that one power play that they're just about to be on, that looked weak.
Yeah.
Absolutely weak.
Yes, they did recall Otto Steinberg from I'm guessing he'll get his rookie lap either Wednesday or Thursday. That's my guess.
Well, I mean, if the Blues,
Yeah.
if the Blues lose this game, he'll play in Winnipeg. Should be a challenge for embellishment.
I see it a little bit. The Astra Stay says I see more of the Geogen resemblance every day. And I do see a little bit of it. Probably not what you think, but maybe.
Who are you talking to? Me?
Yeah, well, I'll put it on the screen here in a second. If I can find it.
Is this going to be insulting? Sure, it will be.
No, it's for me. It's saying me, not you.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see that.
Oh.
If I can blow it up. I can't really blow it up.
No, I mean, that's okay.
There we go. I see a little bit. I can see a little bit of me in that. Not much, but a little bit.
Yeah, don't think I can really compare that much with that, if I'm honest. But
I don't think we'll be in the top 5. We could be in the top 5, Matt, but I don't think we will be. Shots are 18-8 so far this period.
Or in the game, not this period.
This game. Oh yeah, sorry. You're right. For the game, for the period, shots are 6-3 in favor of Nashville.
Well, I mean, and the Blues have been on 3 penalty kills. So. Blues have not had a power play in this period. Might add. Ooh. A good try by Torpchenko.
Yeah, it
Why
was a
do I
good
feel
shot.
weird
It
in
was a
this?
good play.
I
Well,
feel like you
full
changed
strength.
this around, didn't you?
Say again?
Did you change the format around? Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah. When I did the other thing. Here we go. Now it's normal. Oh!
Neighbors gets taken down in front of the net. No call.
Yeah, no call. Yeah.
But the refs are fantastic at what they do, right? They're fantastic. Blues have not had a single power play in this game, or a single power play in this period, and I've seen about 3 or 4 Predators infractions in this period, and none of them were called. Yep, I'm telling you, man. I'm sorry. We've discussed this. I swear to God, guy, there's no way that in my mind that I don't think that there's betting not happening in the NHL. Me personally, I really do. I really think that there's betting going on in the NHL.
And I would hope
Not
it's
rigging, not rigging, betting. I think there's betting going on in the NHL. I really, really do.
I saw the documentary, and then I saw another show that he was all on, and Donaghy, I forget his first name. He talked about he had said, and the NBA denies this, but he said that they would have meetings pregame, before the game, the day of game. They'd have meetings with the NBA, and the NBA would tell them what kind of things they wanted them to look on. Like on this play, on this team, look at this. On that team, look at this. Now, the NBA denies that, but you wonder. You wonder if there are some of that, right? It's
too coincidence that it's just too much of a coincidence that the Blues, the least penalized team in the league, have struggled in the second period. Have taken so many penalties in the second period. Have not gotten many power plays, I'm sure, in the second period. I find it weird that you call these things and then you like see these blatant calls that should be called and they're not called. Seriously, you gotta ask yourself. Really.
I would like to see, and you bring this up a lot. Pardon me. Yeah, I would like to see more consistency. I would like to see the refs calling the same type of penalties. I'd like to see more of that. And the only way that's going to happen if the NHL really does get their officials together and kind of, let them know, hey, this is the stuff that you're calling that is right, and this is the stuff you're calling that's wrong.
And I want to preface. Sorry, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
No, and just try and get all the referees on the same page.
Mm-hmm. And I want to preface this one. Yeah, the delay a game, yeah, that's a penalty. But the first one didn't even hit him. That was not a penalty. And then the second one was weak. Very weak.
They've all been weak. Everything that's been called on the Blues has been weak.
Yeah, I mean, besides the delay a game, you can give them, but I don't think that delay a game happens without the momentum shifting.
Yeah, that's true too. I will give you that. I'm Justin muted himself for a second. I'm just kind of watching. I don't know what to say right now. I mean, no, you're fine, man. I don't know what to say. I just it's you see this team and you're like, they're not playing bad, but it just seems like everything is against them. Yeah, Tucker, the bounces don't go their ways. The penalties don't go their ways. The things that they need to win games just aren't happening.
I don't know. I don't know. They're not getting any breaks right now with the puck. I don't know. Not having that momentum. I mean, they've had to kill 3 power plays. Sorry.
Fowler, good stick work there.
Yeah, nice play. Wow, you're so far ahead of me. Unbelievable.
I'm ahead of you?
Yeah, like by a lot.
Can you hear it?
No.
No. I'm at 150.
I'm just saying you said Fowler with a good stick, and then it happened like 30 seconds after you said that.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe not 30 seconds, but a lot after.
Yeah. What the hell was that? That was soft.
Yeah, I would yank him.
Yeah. They showed Bennington. I don't think they will yank him, but I would. I don't know, Ryan Green. That was completely soft.
Oh, yeah. Not even set for it. Just pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Hello, Shoot with Authority. She says, "Go Blues." Thank you. Welcome to the show.
Blues, yeah, welcome.
4-1. Blues give up 3 goals in the third period with 45.4 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, second
on
period.
the clock.
Second period woes, baby. Yeah, I mean they were doomed to fail from the jump in this period.
Matt Lowe, who are you talking to on that one? He says at least you can call soft goals on Hoffer. I mean, that was a soft goal. I mean, how can you not call that a soft goal?
I mean, it was. It was a soft goal on Hoffer. I mean, he wasn't ready for it. I mean, I think the wraparound goal was a soft one. He wasn't really ready for that one. I think I'm not a goalie, but as a goalie, you got to play that a little better. He left the 5-hole wide open on that one. I mean, I've said it. I've been the biggest guy that said Hofer has been better than Bennington, and I've stuck with that. He had 2 weak goals tonight. And me personally, I would have pulled him. After that 4th one.
Yeah, Shoots with Authority said, could be worse. You could be a Pens fan. Them and Leeds, man.
Yeah.
Goalie is the hardest position. Be kind. We're never kind. We're never kind. Tough period, man.
and I don't want to be the man of excuses, but the Blues were doomed to fail in that period, man. They had 3 power plays in the first 10 minutes of the second period. I mean, I'm sorry, but you're doomed to fail at that point.
Oh, by the way, Matt Lowe's comment was to me because Benner has the worst save percentage in the league, and you still make excuses for him. Guy. I get. Well, I mean, if you want to say that, that's fine. You're only as good as your worst player. That's not a true statement. I don't believe that's a true statement. Because, and the reason I say that is because even your best players can make mistakes that cost you. So to say you're only as good as your worst player, no. I mean, I think that statement only, your chain's only as strong as the weakest link. That works, but not in a team sport like this.
Guy, cut me out for a minute.
Okay. I'm by myself for a little bit. Oh, da 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 da. Okay, out of town scoreboard. Ducks defeat the Rangers 4-1. Panthers are up 5-2 with 4:37 to go in 4:27 to go in the third against the Lightning. The Jets are still leading Ottawa 2-1 with 11:07 to go in the third. And the Kings and Stars are tied at 1 with 4:18 to go in the second. Jennifer Chaffaro might ring a bell. No, I don't remember you. Honestly, I don't. Might have to help me out there. I'm drawing a blank, Jennifer. I'm drawing a blank. Let's see here. Sorry, guys, just trying to pay attention to a couple different things. Forgive me. Where we at? We're in a commercial break there. Let's go over some of the stats here real quick before Justin comes back. Shots are 20-12 in favor of the Blues. Attempts, the Blues have had 22 and 42 for the Preds. Preds have 11 hits. The Blues have 18. Blues have given away puck 6 times. The Preds have doubled that to 12. Do you do a podcast or something, Jennifer? I don't remember. You have to remind me. You can stay. You don't have to go away. Where are we at here? Takeaways, 3 for the Preds, 2 for the Blues. Faceoffs are still heavily favoring the Preds, 22-11, 67% to 33%. You back? Okay, sorry about that. I thought you were back, and I guess you weren't.
Oh, no, I'm good. I had to go cut my pizza because the pizza place is inept of cutting a pizza somehow. Every time. Every time. I don't know how. They literally have the things where they put the pizza on it and do the lines. How can you not cut all the way through?
Oh, I remember Jennifer now. I take that back. I do remember. We're doing good, memes. By the way, Jennifer, happy birthday.
I'm a little late to the party, but happy birthday.
Yeah. I think me and Jennifer. Oh, that's right. She's a private hockey coach. I remember now. I do remember now. Wow. Okay. I guess I kind of blanked out there. I remember now. Okay. Reminded myself. Uh,
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know.
I don't know what to talk about right now, man. Honestly.
For me, I can't help but feel like this team had had the momentum shift in the first. They played the second half. They were, I thought, the better team, and then they come in the second period, and you want to just crap on it, and you want to crap on them because the second period hasn't been good. But then you look at what happened, and the Nashville Predators had 3 power plays in the first 10 minutes of the period. So, I mean, how can the Blues possibly feel like they are, having any lick of a opportunity in that second period when you're fighting a man down for the first 10 minutes of the period? I mean, and 2 of them were undeserved.
Yeah,
So
I
I don't
agree with
know. I don't know. And then you see multiple penalties that were not called on the Predators. Predators could have been called for at least 2 or 3 in that period, and nothing was called. You go back to the first period, the Predators were not called. McCarron was not called for goal interference, which it should have been, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, he could have Hofer could have hold him, but I didn't think I saw anything like that, but I could be wrong. And then the Blues don't get a power play out of that. They go for they was canceled out because they got 2 each for whatever. And then I don't understand how the least penalized team in the league takes 3 penalties in the one period, and we've seen it on a consistent basis. I'm pretty sure the Blues have probably taken the most penalties in the second period. So it kind of makes you wonder about the batting factor, if I'm honest.
You mean they've taken the most penalties in the second period this game or overall?
My guess would be overall, but I don't know. That's just a a guess in my mind. I don't
Uh,
know how you can look at that. I'm sure you can, but that's just a guess. I mean, me personally, I just think that it comes simply down to the fact of I really do think that there's betting going on in the league. There's no way that you can be this bad at what you do. There's no way. You make mistakes, you're human, but there's no way you can be this bad. No way.
yeah, hold on a sec. I can look that up. I gotta get it to pull down a little bit. I know it's here we go. Actually they don't show by period, unfortunately. But when it comes to penalty minutes per game, the Blue, I mean, they were the best. They've slipped from that. They're 1, 2, 3, 4. They're fifth best now at 7.4. They have gotten more penalties lately. I don't see it doesn't break it down by period. It's just overall. So
well, look at it like this. You add in, okay, so let's see. The Ottawa game, you had 7 penalties. 7.
mhm.
7 in one game. 7 power play or 7 penalty kills. This game
Yeah.
you have, I think the Nashville Predators have 4 power plays in this game. 4. That's 11 power plays
that
right
is
there. Just
correct.
no, that's just 2 games. 11 power play or 11 penalty kills. And 2 games. I think these the Canadiens game, you probably had, I don't remember how many they had. Probably 2 or 3 maybe. I don't really remember. You know, just in a short amount of time. I mean, how does this team go from the least penalized to all of a sudden taking penalty after penalty after penalty?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Sorry about that. Trying to catch everything. We have AHL players trying to keep up with NHL players. I see, but I like Montgomery's comment on that. They're NHL players, right? To sit there and say that they're now, I will say this, that some of our guys are older. Yeah, they have spent more time in the AHL than they have in the NHL, but they're in the NHL now. So they're NHL players. Dante's Inferno is going off. Yeah. I got to read this, man. My phone here real quick. Team is finished. Stick a fork in them and stop analyzing. It's over. They stink. Need to make major changes. Face it. Too many penalties. Can't play with the lead. Getting blown out of buildings far too often. Can't win wall battles. F this. I'm done watching. Call me when you decide to try, because they ain't trying. And that's the cold, hard truth. I mean, I give it to him. I mean, that's Dante's Inferno. I love him. I love him to death, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can try to make moves, but then again I ask, what are you gonna do? I mean, tell me what your ideal move is, because if you want to make a move, tell me what you think the move should be. The Blues are in a tough spot because I don't know. I mean, I think you can unload some guys. I think you could probably unload a Shin somewhere if a team that is on a playoff push wants a Shin. I'm sure you can. And me personally, I'm kind of in the boat of, honestly, I wouldn't mind it if the Blues wanted to play the market for Shin and see what you can get for him. I wouldn't hate it. I like Shin, but maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need a shakeup. Maybe you need a new voice in the locker room. And yeah, he hasn't been captain for that long, but maybe you need a new voice. Maybe Thomas is your guy. Maybe you just maybe you don't name a captain. Maybe you just give it a minute and then you name a captain. When you think that you have it all set in place. But I will say that it's concerning in a way, just because it is um how they're playing. They have one or two good games, and then they kind of go to laying an egg.
Yeah. I know, and you would hope that this team would play much better against the team they're playing, but and I'm surprised I haven't heard this yet. Oh, we always take bad teams for granted. We play bad against bad teams. Right now, we're playing like a bad team, so I don't think we're taking any team for granted. Right? I mean, that's the way I feel. I could be wrong. I mean, and I know you don't like that sentiment, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. Frame rate says we're doing the impossible, trying to rebuild without either making crazy moves or extremely tanking, kind of just maintaining things.
I mean, look, I'm okay. Look, I think I've been using the word Sesame Street safe. I feel like what we've done is we played at Sesame Street safe, and that's why me and Guy, at least for me, that's why I liked what Vancouver and Minnesota did, is they didn't play at Sesame Street safe. They went out and they said, you know what, let's come together, let's make a deal. And they got it done. And they completed a blockbuster. We don't know how that's all going to turn out. Quinn Hughes is, great defenseman. He's one of the best in the league. Most people would say Minnesota won that trade. But Vancouver, they got a lot of good pieces in that deal. But
yeah,
I like that both teams didn't play it safe. Maybe it's time that the St. Louis Blues stop playing it safe, Sesame Street safe, and they go out and they trade Shin. They go out and trade Falk. And I hate to say that because Falk's been good, but you're gonna have to unload guys that people want. So
I'll say this: if you want to not play it Sesame Street safe, if you want to make that, there's only one player here that's going to get you a guy or the possibility of getting guys that the possibility of getting guys that are going to be game changers, and that's Bennington. You got to trade Bennington. Bennington's going to get you first round picks. Bennington's going to get you a younger guy that's going to possibly be a game changer. That's the guy that's going to get it. And you've got to be willing to say, okay, we're going to go with Hoffer.
Well, and this is why that I'm kind of, I'm I didn't say Bennington just because I knew that you wouldn't like that, but I think at this point, fans are not happy. Obviously, we're not happy. We want to see the Blues team that we know that is possible, but maybe it's time that Armstrong and Steen, they say screw it. People have complained about this team for years now. It's struggled to start off the year. Maybe they stop playing at Sesame Street safe and they actually try to make a splash. They try to do something that changes the course. I mean, that might be what it takes.
And now that I think about it, you want to really get upset with me? There's two players that I think you could trade and get a good haul for. If it's done right. There's two players, and I guarantee you neither one of us want to lose either one of those players.
Well, I would assume that you're talking about Thomas.
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, because for me, Thomas is a no touch. Thomas is a guy I'm not touching. I think Thomas should stay here. I don't know. Who are you thinking? Because my guesses would have been,
Boberg and Holloway.
Yeah, you could see. The thing though is for me is I'm looking at this and I'm kind of weeding out, and I say that Sesame Street safe. Yeah, if you wanted to do that, you're not playing it safe at that point. If you trade
Yeah.
a Broberg, you're definitely not playing it safe. But for me, I'm not trading Broberg. Broberg has shown that he's going to be your number one guy.
Yeah.
I think those guys are untouched. I mean, Holloway. See, the thing is with Holloway, I think anybody would want Holloway, but the problem is he's very injury prone. So how much are teams willing to actually give up for him? Because he is injury prone.
Yeah. But he's still one of those guys. And then, I mean, because you have a couple of guys in the pipeline that are a year or two out there, you could also look at, and I know you're talking about future, you could look at Neighbors, you could look at, you could also look at Snuggerud, right? Those are because of some of your contracts, if you want to make that splash, that's the way you've got to make it. Right? That's the way you got to make it.
Yeah, I mean, and if you can make a deal to where you get something of equal or greater value, then that may be okay. But I think that this team might need, like I said, a change of course. It might need a big trade to happen.
Yeah.
And what that is, I don't know. Like I said, me personally, I think if you're looking at one guy, I think Shin is probably number one on that list to go, if I'm honest.
And here's the other thing. This is something else to consider is everyone says Army. Well, you know what? It's not Army anymore.
No.
I know he's still got the title, but next year Shin takes over. So anything you do affects him. So I say at this point, let Shen do the negotiation. Let Shen do it, and you just approve it. And that way Shen's getting what he wants. Shen's getting his team and putting his fingerprints on it. And I think that's what's got to happen, right? That's what I think's got to happen. And, when you think about, so you've got to be able to sit there and say, yes, Bushnevich is going to turn around. Yes, Kyrou is going to turn around. Yes, Shen, or not Shen, I don't know who else we've got signed. Pareko is going to turn it around. But other than that, you've just got to go, let's see what we can get for who's there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just think that like I said, the Blues have played it so safe that maybe it's time to not play it safe.
This is not a true statement. Meme says we got the cup, then threw away that entire team. That's not a true statement. After we got the cup, I mean, if COVID doesn't come, we have back-to-back cups. COVID stole a cup from us. I honestly believe that.
And I do too, but I look at this too, that even if so take for instance, I'm with Guy on this one. It ruined our chance at possibly getting a second cup. But if you want to say that, I will say, if you want to say, oh no, the Blues still would have lost. Okay, fine. The Blues would have probably won the cup in 22 if they beat Colorado. If Bennington doesn't go injured in FC. I mean, we talked about that before.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think the Blues would have definitely been in the final. Whether they beat Tampa Bay, I don't know. They probably would have because Tampa Bay was so banged up. But I think that I'm with Guy here where I think the Blues, it kind of cost them in the end, the COVID, because they were the President's Trophy winners.
Well, it's not just that. Something happened during COVID, and I can't say it because I kind of know. I'm fairly certain that what I think happened based on some conversations I've had. And during the COVID bubble, this team decided that they were done, and the team that we had. Now, if COVID doesn't happen, maybe that doesn't happen, but there was something that happened. It's the reason that Petrangelo left. No, actually, it's not completely. Petrangelo was going anyways. He kind of bulled the team, but it's the reason the few guys left. It's the reason Tarashenko left. It's and then there were some mistakes done. The Dunn one, I really think that Armstrong should have fought back, and if he should have gotten something as compensation from Seattle for the way that happened, right? So it is what it is. It's can't cry over spilled milk now, but you say, like I said, you said don't play it Sesame Street safe, and I'm just giving you. Well, if you're saying that, then this is what you have. This is what I see you have to do, and really the only players that you can say can't get traded there's 4 of them, and it's because of contracts. First of all, Thomas, he's your guy. He's going to be the guy. There's a good chance he's going to retire in the Blues. He's going to be one of them rare guys that plays his entire career with the Blues, right?
He should. But we say that, and then you never know, depending on how the. Oh, speaking of Thomas, good chance right there.
Thomas.
Sorry, I'm looking at this because Joseph, I think, got high stick, no call. Yeah, no call. Go figure. What's the point? I'm not even paying attention. I'm be honest with you, guys. I'm not even freaking paying attention to this game anymore.
Unless they score to make it a game, I'm not. We're talking about what to do to fix the thing now. That's kind of where my thought process has gone. What should we do to fix things?
I think, like I said, I think for me, I'm with you in agreement here because Thomas is a guy you don't get rid of. Thomas is a guy that you need to build this team around. And I know that people have talked about it like, you're going to have to start looking at the core guys. Like, you can't look at the coach. You have the right coach. Like, you're going to have to start looking at the core guys. I think Thomas is an excellent player, and I don't think you just give him up. For willy-nilly. I think that if he has a supporting cast around him, he's going to do well. Not that this isn't a great supporting cast. We have a lot of good players, got a lot of talent here. It's just not working. It's not gelling. So, like you said, I'm kind of with you. I know that you don't like it, but I think, and I know Lance, if Lance was here right now, he would be giving me shit too because he's like, it's too soon. I'm sorry, man, but if stop playing it safe. I think it's time that you give Jordan Binnington to a team that is in playoff contention that you know is going to make the playoffs, and you see what you can get for him. There's teams that will pay you for Jordan Binnington. I truly believe that, and I know Hofer. It's not exactly the greatest example tonight, considering he's let up 2 weak ones, but I'm sorry, you got to stop playing it safe. Jordan Binnington has not had the greatest of years. I get it. The Blues have not had the greatest of years, but I think it's time. I really do. I think it's time to possibly move on.
I say this, right, and you may or may not like this. They're showing how close Thomas was.
Yeah, he was close.
Oh, he hit him right in the nut. How do you not call that? He hit him right in the nuts. Oh, but if that would have gone in, they would have called goaltender interference on that. I think they would have called goaltender interference on that. Even if that had gone in. Yeah. Boberg was absolutely in the crease.
Mm-hmm. Joseph has a little bit of blood on his nose. See that?
Say again?
I said Joseph had a little bit of blood on his nose.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if it was a high stick or a follow through.
I don't know. I don't think it was a follow through because the guy was left-handed. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not even. The referees have taken me out of this game completely. I just don't
So
care. I don't care what
there-
happens.
Yeah. I want to go back to, I said there are 4 guys that you can't you can't trade, right? It's Thomas, Kyrou, Bushnevich, and Pareko. Now, to me, Thomas and Kyrou are your future. Bushnevich is because of his contract, and so is Pareko. I think everybody else you should look at. Now, one thing that I think that they could possibly do is make some type of trade for Ellis.
Oh, now
Right,
we're getting a power play. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Finally. Yeah.
Didn't want to interrupt you. Sorry. I had to give you your biggest news story of the night.
Yeah. But you possibly could make a trade for Ellis, maybe a 3rd or a 2nd round pick. I think you could do that. I don't think Zerzenko's ready to take over. I would like to think. I thought he was going to be. I don't think he is.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Trust him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know. I like guy. I like I said. I am tuned out of this game. The second period ruined this game. Ruined it completely.
Well, and I understand what you say about the rest. Do I feel like the some of the penalties shouldn't have been called? Absolutely. But at the same time, you got to deal with it. You got to play good enough to deal with it. Yes, they stole momentum. Get it back. Right? I know it's not easy. But I mean, that's just the way I look at it.
Oh, for sure. You got to get it back. That's 100% sure. But I'm still not going to point. I'm not going to not point out the fact that the Predators had 3 power plays in the first 10 minutes of the period. 3 power plays in the first. That's almost the whole half of the period. That's the half of the period almost. Nice play. Great goal. Dvorsky again. He's on Hattie watch.
We're on hat trick watch again. This time on our side.
But guy, and it's a big what if. I get what you're saying about you have to dig in and you have to find the wherewithal to get the momentum back. But then it becomes an if then statement, because if they call the power plays that the Blues should have had in this game, which there was plenty of them, they didn't call them. Yeah. Then you're asking yourself, what if they get those power plays? You don't know if they score on them or not.
Nice play by Neighbors there.
Yeah, it was.
Good power play.
Great play. I will say, like I said, this game is 4-2 Nashville. A bright spot in this game. If you want me to be positive, Dvorsky has had himself a great game. A great game. He's been the best Blue on the ice tonight. And that's not just because of his goals. He's just played very, very smart tonight. All right, well, there's only a 2-goal game. 11 minutes left in the third period. They still have time. If they can get one quickly, it's not over. So I know we're all doom and gloom here, but I think me and Guy, I think both want this team to succeed, and I think that it might just be that there needs to be a change. What is
frame rate said how many times this season have 3 Blues pinched in a corner and left the goal scorer right in the blue paint? Yeah, it's happened a lot, right?
There's definitely, it's kind of like a mixed bag.
Mistakes have been made. The team has made mistakes, and it's other teams have taken advantage of it.
Good way to get the puck to the net, Mayu. I like that. They look aggressive, though. I will say the Blues have, in the third period, they have come out aggressive in this period. So hopefully they can continue to get their shots going. And like I said, it is a big what if, but the Blues could have had multiple power plays before Nashville even got any of that second period, I should say. But what is Parayko's contract?
I think it's till 2030, but I could be wrong on that.
Is
I
it?
have to
Wow,
look real quick.
that's so because honestly, yeah, that is kind of with the contract. Because I would have been honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't. It definitely wouldn't be safe, and he's getting older. Like if the
He
contract
is,
wasn't,
and I understand that, but I think like I said, I think that his contract. I mean, with the going up, maybe his contract is now a little more team friendly than what it was. He's at 6.5, and his contract is until 2030, right?
oh,
And then
6.5. That's kind of like I know the cap's going up, but that's kind of like a steal though for Pareko. I mean that's
and, and
definitely a steal.
he's got no trade clause until 28, 29.
Mhm.
When he's got a 15 no trade list, and then the last year of his contract, he's got 15 team no trade lists, so almost half the league, right?
Yeah,
And
I mean,
like I said, I was just looking at some of these longer term contracts, saying that some of those might be harder to trade. It's going to be hard to trade Kyrou with that contract, till 31, 8.1. Bushnevich, 8 million till 31. They basically made Thomas Kyrou Bushnevich your centerpiece, and everything else goes with that.
mhm.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking about because like if it wasn't for that contract, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Parayko would like I love Parayko, but Parayko honestly would have been a guy to me that would have pushed that would have definitely not been Sesame Street safe to get rid of somebody like that. Me personally, at this point, I wouldn't if it was a possibility. I wouldn't even mind them trying to do that. If I'm honest, I don't know what they could get in return for him. He's getting older, obviously, but I know that there is teams out there that need veteran defensemen.
You get a minimum of a first round pick and a prospect minimum. I'd say a first round pick and a B level prospect, right?
Yeah. Well, and I want to say this too because the Blues, like I said, the Blues are not out of it by any means. That they can still make a run or whatever, but it just feels like it's been too inconsistent. I was telling you this. I was saying that it's not like a tank job, like because I'm kind of in agreement with you. I don't like the word tank per se, but if this is like you see it every once in a while where the NHL has like a very weird season, and this has been a very weird season, not just for the Blues, but for the whole league as a whole. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, maybe at the end of the day, maybe it's not a tank. Maybe it's just an uncharacteristic year where the Blues are bad, and somehow maybe they do land Gavin McKenna. I mean, it's not far fetched to think about, considering the inconsistencies that they've had this year. So, I mean, like I said, not a tank job, but just an inconsistent, unfortunate season, leading to possible Gavin McKenna luck. But I don't trust that really in the draft lottery, if I'm honest. I think there's a lot of fishiness to go into the draft lottery, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. It's an interesting prospect. It's going to be something that we can talk with more as the season the week goes on, and let's see what happens against Winnipeg. We're doing that game. I know right now we're doing a lot of games, and it may back off a little bit. I'm doing the games because I talked a little bit about this earlier about how hard this time of the year is for me. So that's kind of why I'm doing as many games as I'm doing. Right? Does that make a little sense, bud?
Yeah.
All right. I do want to get back to work. I do want to start working, but at the same time, I keep getting reminded of things, and I keep breathing the wrong way, and just this is helpful. Like I said, I was really that interview last night.
That interview last night. What?
Yeah, it was. Sorry, again the what she talked about. Three different voices, three different things going. I have the game in one ear, I have you in an ear, I have the the chat, and then my messages that are going off a bit.
And Joseph getting held, no call. I mean, this is a joke, guy. I mean, this is a joke. I mean, are you serious? I mean, legitimately, he's getting held by two guys, no call. Nice hit. I mean, how much of a joke, man? Like, how much help do the Predators really freaking need? Are you kidding me? What a joke. Blues should have about 7 freaking power plays in this game. What a joke.
I wonder at what point they're going to pull the goalie. Well, I'm at 626.
Yeah.
Frame rate asked, what's with missing calls against Joseph? He's drawn at least 2. NHL gambling, and unfortunately, they open themselves up for that. Torp tried to wrap it around. Oh, nice little move there. Fabry's okay. I mean, he hasn't had a good night tonight. I mean, he hasn't been. He's had one penalty. He hadn't been on the score sheet, but he hasn't been like super noticeable tonight. But he's been doing well since we've had him. Would you say the same?
Yeah, I mean he hasn't been noticeable tonight as much, but the first 2 games that he came back, he was very noticeable. He was one of the better Blues.
Yeah.
But he's doing his part. He's on he's on the bottom pairing or bottom 6, I believe. So
yeah, he's on the third one.
That was not a good turnover. Yeah, thank God they waved that off. I was just so waiting for them to not wave that off.
Forsberg gets the Hattie. We give up 2 Hatties to this thing with pulling goalies. You got to wait until you've absolutely got control of the puck, till you're on the cycle. Don't pull them too early, because you just took any chance you had and threw it in the garbage. You just threw it in the garbage.
Yeah, that was a very, very quick pull. I mean, I don't know who that was. That might have been Luff. You got to get that in deep.
Say again? Oh, it's
I said
Forsberg.
I don't. No, I know who scored. I'm saying the Blues player. He should have. He should have had. He should. I think it was Luff.
Well, no, it was Thomas lost the puck. Right?
That was Thomas at the Blue. Oh, okay, maybe it was. Yeah.
Thomas. At
Whatever.
The Blue line.
Yeah. It got to be.
O'Reilly got it away from Thomas.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I swear to God, dude, if they lose to the Predators in the next game, I'm going to lose my mind.
Joseph had a little chance there.
Oh, Jesus. Don't call penalty. Don't call the penalty. Just finish the game, you Munsons. Jesus Christ. You want to call a penalty now? Like, get out of here, man. The game's already over.
Reds.
Yeah, the game's over. Stop. Just don't call stupid shit. It's stupid.
Well, I mean, you've got enough time to. I mean, with 2:48, you could.
You could, but they ain't. Believe me.
Right.
This game is over. Don't call any penalties because They don't care. They screwed this game. They screwed the pooch in the second period. Now they want to start handing power plays back out. Don't hand out power plays. You suck.
Tomorrow night in Hot Shots in Fenton, bring some canned goods and meet Tony Twist. It's the first time. It's the first live Last Minute Blues podcast food drive. We can share our disappointment together. I don't know what, this is going to be a real short post game because I just don't want to do a post game, to be honest with you. Once the game's over, we're going to call the girls and the boys and go away. I mean, there's no sense in it. We've just spent the last 20 minutes doing a post game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
I'm telling you, I don't get it, man. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I get it. The Predators are playing good hockey. I get it, but come on, man. 12
over when the Germans invaded Pearl Harbor.
Oh, man. 12 goals in 2 games against the Nashville Predators, man. I mean,
I bet you don't get that reference.
No, probably not.
Oh, was the game over when the Germans invaded Pearl Harbor?
Well, I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know.
You know what movie that's from?
No.
Animal House.
Oh wow, that was close. Took a weird bounce on the Saros. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand calling a penalty. What's the freaking point? The game's over.
Hey, Ryan Green says the game was over in October.
Exactly. I mean, the game was freaking over in the second. I mean, the game was over. I mean, stop calling penalties because you suck at your job and you didn't do what you were supposed to do in the whole rest of the game. It's a joke. And yes, I will say that, guy. I know you don't like that, but yes, you sucked at your job tonight. Sorry. There needs to be, like I said, I'm with you 100% in agreement. There needs to be a fifth official in the arena.
Yeah.
Terrible. I mean, just terrible. But then again, though, guy, we talk about this, but then again, it doesn't really matter because if there's betting going on, that's not going to change anything.
I mean, you got to get you got to take the betting out of the. I mean, the betting's going to be there, but you got to take it out of your advertisement and all this stuff because you've made it so important, and the more it's there, and it's not just like with. Oh, Dvorsky just missed the Hattie.
I was thinking about that the whole time, like going through this game now, and I'm seeing like what I'm seeing, like we talking about the betting, like, yeah, we can add a fifth official, but if there's betting going on in the league, then it's not going to change anything because then it's just going to be a reassurance that they're just going to continue to do what they're doing with the betting because there's no integrity.
And my only problem, and I get where you're coming, unless you watch Animal House, you're excluded from Delta House. Do you know that while Animal House was not shot in St. Louis, that's where it was supposed to have been shot. It was based on Washington University because that's where what's his name went to school, and I can't think of his name. The guy that wrote it. He was in Ghostbusters. I can't think of his name, and I think he wrote Caddyshack. And Stripes. He was in Stripes. Well, the Senators did beat the Jets in overtime. So the Jets still got the point.
Yeah, I predicted that the St. Louis Blues will win this game 5-2. I got the score right. I didn't get the team right.
Yep.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like you said, we kind of did our post game in the third period. I mean, I think that first of all, you lost to the Predators twice. I'm sorry. You could be playing the best hockey of your life, but the Predators are still a team you need to beat. I mean, you can't lose. You can't lose twice to them, and especially in 2 games where you saw them literally 4 days apart from each other.
Yeah,
something like that. So
yeah, 2 days apart. Yeah. No, yeah, so, I'm with you. I'm with you, my friend. I'm absolutely with you. It should have been much better game. They should have played much better. They allowed it in the second period. Their second period woes continued, and we spent basically the entire third period doing a post-game show. So that's going to be it for us. And it's hard to do this, but there's only one way to end the show. Justin.
Yeah, I think we got to ask the girls. Where are the girls at?
Where are the girls?
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
And they're late for dinner.
Where the boys? Where they at?
Oh, boy!
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, venting for my co-host,
Justin Eagle Eye Scott.
We are the hosts of the Jordan Deeks Approved Blue Note fan report. Opening and closings. We gotta know. You gotta know that I'm bleeding blue with you.
And as always, it's Let's Go Blues.
Hey, Jordan, we love you. Thank you for coming on the show the other day. This is Guy and Justin saying aloha mahalo, and we'll see you Wednesday on the next Blue Note fan report. Bye-bye.